and welcome to episode 6 of the Penguin Soup Podcast. Today is April Fools, April 1st, 2013. This is Miles. Right here. Isn't he cute? And I am Ginny, also known as Penguin Soup, on Facebook, Ravelry, Craftstar, and Penguin Soup Knits on Instagram and Twitter. I just wanted to say a quick Easter greeting to everyone. I hope everyone had a really good Easter holiday. I think Miles did. He looks kind of sleepy. We went and spent time with family, and niece and nephew were there, so the poor little puppy got tuckered out. So I hope everyone had a good holiday. Oh, hi, Bobby. So I'm going to talk about my works in progress. I'm not going to show you my sweater because it's not really been worked on the last week. I've spent all my time trying to get this done. I'll talk to you about it a little bit later. But my sweater is the Portulaca. Carol Feller. It's a really pretty sweater. I'm taking the Celtic Cables Craftsy class. I'm making it out of Patons Classic and the Jade Heather colorway on some Knit Picks needles, interchangeables in 5.0 millimeters. Don't bite me. Nom 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 nom. I'm also working on the So Square socks by Hanson in Malabrigo Sock in another unpronounceable colorway, Alucauil. I'll link it. I'm sorry, guys. I have switched from my Knit Picks Harmony needles to my Karbonz. I like them so far. I'm going to finish the sock and then probably do a review. Don't eat my notebook. I need those. So I have 5 squares done out of 7. Then I'll insert the heel, do 2 more, and do about 1.5 inches of ribbing, and do some afterthought heels, and ta-da! I have some socks for hubby. Stop eating me. I'm not a snack. I fed you breakfast. So there's that. That is in my awesome portal bag from JST Laurent on Etsy. I'm having a giveaway for her TARDIS Through the Ages bag, so check that out on the Ravelry group. Stop eating! On to finished objects. I have some! So I'm going to talk about this last, because you can see it. But I started and finished Hopsalots! Aren't they cute? Look at them. I don't really put my fingers in here, but there we go. Ah, hop, 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 hop. Miles, don't eat it. Got little faces. So it's the Hopsalot pattern by Stephanie Dosen, aka Tiny Owl Knits. I made it out of Cascade 220 using whatever the needle size she recommends. I think it's 8.0 millimeter. It's huge. Ow! Stop it. So I knit the medium size, and they're a little bit too big. But what you do is you knit them and they come out like this much bigger. And then you just felt them, you hold the yarn double, then you felt them down. And I had to wash them hot with a couple of pairs of jeans about 3 times to get them this size. The ears are also felted, and then they're sewn on separately. I used thread, not yarn. Hides it a bit better. They're quite floppy. I was hoping that they would stand tall and proud, but I kind of like them this way. They're kind of cute. So I wore them all Easter. They're super comfortable. Your feet don't really sweat in them because it's wool and wool breathes, which is awesome. Yeah, I like them. They're so cute. I want to make another pair. I think I have enough for another pair. I don't know what I would need 2 pairs of bunny slippers for, but maybe I would give a pair away. I don't know. They're so stinking cute. Ah, hop, hop, hop. I think I might do some for Christmas presents, too. They're so fast. I think it took me 2 to 3 hours to knit them, and then it was just felting. Sorry if you hear that noise. It's my puppy trying to chew my chair and my hand. Ow. Also, I have finished Clarus. It looks kind of terrible on me. It's big and I haven't blocked it. But I just finished like 5 minutes ago. Apparently I don't know or want to read. So, hey, don't eat my shawl. So I purled an extra row last night thinking, oh cool, now all I have to do is bind off. Nope, I had to tink back over that whole row of 300 and something stitches. That sucked. But it's bound off. It looks a little something like this. Isn't it pretty? So there's still ends hanging, and it's not blocked, but I want to show you this. So you see this little gray marker? That's how much I knit to about here the last time I talked about it, and then here's the border. You can definitely tell a difference. So here's all this. Looks good, looks good, looks like greens. Like, just, it changes. It's so obvious, but that could be because it's more stockinette stitch. I don't think it's like super obvious, and if it is, I don't really care because it's the border. Oh, I got itchy nose. So I think it looks pretty good. I'm proud of it. I'm probably not going to block it for a couple days because I'm kind of angry with it. It was a pain. Oh, I'm sorry. Shouldn't show you. There we go. We're good. Okay, what's next? I don't know. You tell me. What's next is Juego. I like saying it Juego because it's fun. It's kind of like saying jalapeno or jalapeno. So I've decided, instead of using my Malabrigo Sock in the round Vare colorway, I'm going to use, well, I'm still going to use Dream Color Smooshy in the Bermuda Teal colorway. But I'm going to use this instead because I think it just matches better. The blues kind of go together, but they're different. It is, what did I got the card? Storybook, Art and Fiber. There's her name and her info. Miles, stop eating that. So it is, stop it, 80% superwash, 10%, yeah, 10% cashmere and 10% nylon. It's the 3-ply. In the Mist colorway. It cost me $34.95. And the thing is that this is such a pretty yarn. If I'm going to use it for the shawl, because it's a mystery and I don't know what it is or if I like it, I kind of want to buy another one. Yeah, my stash is shrinking, so I don't want it to shrink, so I just want to keep adding, and it's a terrible cycle. But here's the beads I'll be using. They are amethyst, and they go like that. So I think they'll pop on both. It'll look pretty. I'm kind of excited to start. I think it should be fun. And then we have, oh, I got another project that's next. I've decided, this is a makeup bag, but it's awesome for this project, that I'm going to try to do one Hexapuff a week. The Hexapuff is from the Beekeepers quilt by Stephanie Dosen, aka Tiny Owl Knits. Hi, Bobby. And a Hexapuff, you may ask, what is a Hexapuff? Well, oops. Oh, no, I'll leave that one. This is a well, it's not really hexagonal, but this is a Hexapuff. And this is a Hexapuff. This is a Hexaflat. See the difference? Well, these are stuffed. And here's a Hexapuff. And here's a Hexapuff. And here's my bee Hexapuffs, my brown Hexapuff, and my pink Hexapuff, and my other Hexapuff, and my bright pink Hexapuff. And here's my first one, because it's tinier than the other Hexapuffs. And, oh, he stole a Hexapuff. Let go of that. I need that. No. Give it. Thanks. Maybe, hold on. Maybe there's one here. You can eat this one. There, that one's not very pretty. You can have that one. Another pink Hexapuff. And a greeny blue Hexapuff, a teal Hexapuff. I guess that's a teal Hexapuff. Oh, no, I think that's my first one. And then another bee Hexapuff, another puff, and another puff, and a purple Hexapuff, and a bee Hexapuff, and a pink Hexapuff, and a teal Hexapuff. Oh, and a baby puff. Little baby puff. Look, whoop. Hexapuffs everywhere. So what do you do with Hexapuffs, you may ask? Well, there's a variety of... Oh, there's another one. You can keep them in my crazy Mad Hatter Tetley tea. Tea tin. So that's where they live for now. But what you would do is... I'll take some out of shape. There we go. You would dry them like this. And then dry them another one here. And you would make a blanket. A nice poofy, squishy blanket. Or you can make a chair cover or whatever. They're really addictive knit. They're quite awesome. So what I have in here is teeny tiny needles and 4 different kinds of sock yarns. I got some blue and the ones my mom's socks are made out of. Oh, wrong way. My socks are made out of this. This is a storybook. And then there's some purple in the bottom there. And then you knit them up and you stuff them and you sew them closed. And you add them to your little Hexapuff stash until you get thousands. I think it's like 300 or something I need to make a blanket. You want to go get the Hexapuffs? Okay, you go get your Hexapuff. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a Hexapuff a week because it's fun. I like them. They're cute. Kind of a short little project. I'll try to make them out as many different colored yarns as I can. I do have some mini skeins. Yeah. Hexapuffs are next. I have review something. Cool. I'm going to review my favorite sock book ever. It's Socktopus by Alice Yu. 17 pairs of socks. Worth showing off. Well, there goes that Hexapuff. It's a really good book. I bought it because of one pattern, and then I loved more patterns, which is awesome. So, it's really, really great. It's got common sock fibers, and it talks about the different types and crimp and in-depthness, which ones give you strength. Then it talks to you about each type. We got some mohair, some alpaca, some blue-faced luster, and some merino. The different characteristics and what they do. Got cashmere and silk. And then she talks about plies and twist and how they affect your socks. And then she has reps per inch and gauge and size. And samples of a 2-ply and a 3-ply and how they're different, and how they're bigger and how they knit up. It's got some more 3-ply and some 4-ply. Then sock fit and anatomy, so she teaches you how to fit your sock and the anatomy of a sock, the cuff, the leg, the instep, which I had no idea what an instep was before I started knitting it. And then she has some amazing patterns. There's a vanilla pattern with a formula for you to figure out how to make your own socks. We have, I really like Kandahar. It's kind of hard to get all the detail there. I want to make that one, and then V-Junkie. Everyone's been making this one. I'm not a fan. Looks like honeycombs to me. I'm not going to show you. Well, here. I'm not a huge fan of that. What are you eating down there? This looks a lot like the monkey sock to me. It's called Koala. See how it's all like twisted and kind of looks like a braid? It looks like the monkey socks to me. Very similar. I hear the sound of a dying Tamagotchi. Oh, what happened to my... There we go. That was weird. Okay, Farmer McGregor. I love this pattern. There's no real cables. It's mostly twisted stitches. I started making it, and I just about finished the first sock. Then I realized that it didn't fit. Because the twisted stitches, they don't stretch as much as normal. But I did do a swatch, and I did knit the right size. So that sucked. So I had to rip that one out, and then I made the socks for my mom out of that yarn. So that's long gone. It was upsetting. I'll probably make them again later, though. But I love that pattern. We've got... Where are they? These ones. They're called Vorticity, I think. Sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Where are they? So a lot of really good ones. There's Crowley. It's all cable-y. Oh, I'm not showing you. There we go. How's that? That looks better. I plan to eventually maybe make every single pair in this book. It could be fun to do something together where we would all knit along through this book. Here we go. Where's a good picture of it? It's not really a great picture of this one, but this one's called 100 Acre Wood. Oops. There we go. Got some lace detail in there. Really like that one. And not a fan of that one. I think these ones are beaded. I like when they have like the picture in the front, and then a couple pages later, yeah, like this, they have a picture of just the sock. These are called Caretta. I like those. There's a light right behind my computer, so you can actually see me, which is messing up my review something segment. Sorry. The heel on this one is really cool. Look at that. That is so crazy. Awesome. Let's see if there's another one in here. What I should have done is I should have bookmarked it. I am sorry. No, that's it. So 17 pairs. I hope to eventually knit all 17 pairs. Maybe in a couple of months we can start doing this book together. That would be fun. I absolutely love this book. Cool stuff. We did the virtual knit night, and there's two girls showed up. He stole my Hexapuff and ran away. That's okay. And I would like to do a virtual knit night maybe every week or every other week. I don't think this week is going to work for me though. I'm thinking maybe we'll do a week and then a weekend, and maybe an afternoon and then an evening. I think it's mornings and evenings are the best for everyone, so I might try and do an evening. We'll see how it works. Try and schedule something and get like a definite date. Podcasts. I wanted to talk a little bit about podcasts that I love and podcasts that got me into this. If you can hear that beeping, I'm really sorry. There's a dying Tamagotchi somewhere. Oops. So yeah, I absolutely love the Knit Girls, Leslie and Laura. They're a duo. If you haven't seen them, you should definitely go watch. They are my inspiration and why I decided to kind of get into this. They're super friendly. They have a great friendship. I've watched every episode. They're quite enablers. I bought so much stuff because of them. So what I show is probably because they recommended it and I had to try it. Had to have it. Check them out for sure. I absolutely love the Knit Girls. I stalk their Ravelry group every day. And because of them, I have found Single-Handed Knits, Mel of Single-Handed Knits. She is so inspirational, and I absolutely love watching her podcast. She usually records from the beach, and she has the waves in the background, and the sea is so calming and soothing. And Miles, don't eat the tape. That's yucky. And she's just, it's amazing. It just makes me feel so calm and relaxed, and I just love knitting to her podcast. And she's such an inspiration because she was hit with a coconut and lost the use of one of her arms, and she has learned to knit with one hand, and she's spinning with one hand. And it's just, whenever I have a bad day, it's just inspirational to think, oh, well, if she can do this, I definitely can do this. Like, I've messed up Clarus so many times, and I'd watch her podcast while I'm knitting Clarus, and I'd be like, okay, I can't give up. Mel's got this. I got this too. She has such a good group of friends on Ravelry. She has pen pals and so many giveaways. She did Sock the Vote. You have to check her out. She's amazing. So there's that. Other cool stuff is I got for $12 from Ravelry when I ordered the yarn and my new Swift that works. And I got those stitch markers that you saw in Clarus. I think I posted a picture. And I got a yarn needle that I used to sew up my bunny. But I got this Soak Unleash. It's the Ravelry scent. And it smells like, let's see here, flowers. It's very flowery. I have Celebration. I love Celebration, but it's only 3 ounces, like this big. So I figured, hey, I need more. It's Ravelry. It's got Bob on it. It's quite awesome. It was a good price, and this will definitely last quite a while. I think I might use Unravel, is it called? Unleash on, Miles, get out of there. Get out of there. On all of my things I give away, and I might save Celebration for myself. I'm a bad person. I'm kind of, yeah. So there's that. Oh, I might be getting a new camera. It would be a Sony Bloggy Touch. It's pretty cheap, but on eBay, so it's supposed to be more expensive. It'd be just a temporary picture or camera, so I can film in 1080, move it around a little more. Hopefully the quality would be a bit better. This one's looking like it might be pretty good. It's not as washed out. Yeah, that's looking better. So we'll see. So I might be getting a new camera, upgrading. I'm also planning on doing titles at the bottom of the screen here. So you'll see them in the beginning. I'm going to be having them, so I'll actually type and spell out all these funky names that I can't pronounce, so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's my plan. Let's hope it works out. So I am at 20 minutes. I'm not out of stuff to say. Those who won the stitch markers, they're still here. This weekend I'm going to pick up the stuff and make them and try and send them out next weekend. I'm sorry, Easter popped up in the middle, so I didn't really have a whole bunch of time. And at my job, my store is opening this weekend, so it's going to be pretty hectic. I'm going to stop jingling these. They're cute though. I can't wait to make them and send them out to you guys. So sorry. I'm going to leave the JST Laurent bag giveaway open for another week. I'll do the drawing next Monday and go from there. I think I'm going to try and have another giveaway set up after that. But maybe you won't have a giveaway. Maybe you're going to have to wait a couple weeks until there's another giveaway. Will you still watch me if there's no giveaways? I hope so. I hope I'm interesting enough that I don't have to bribe you with stuff all the time. I mean, stuff is cool, but I hope I'm cool too. I don't know. Oh yeah, last thing. I forgot to write it down in my notes. See, my notes. I'm terrible. Like, my notes in the beginning were messy but awesome and big. But now I've started to type up my notes in the blogger page before I record, just throughout the week to keep everything on track. And then I just, like, write them down really quickly, and I left some stuff out. Oopsies. Puppy. So, you know how I'm giving you guys so many cool free things. Like, I'm giving you these stitch markers, and I'm giving you an awesome bag, and I'm going to try and set you up with some yarn next, because every knitter needs more yarn. So if you could do something for me, that would be awesome. I would really, really, really appreciate it if you go into iTunes and leave me a review. That would help promote the show. It would help bump us up so other people will be able to watch and get to find us, and the more people we have... I'm sorry about this bra strap. I'm going to put on my crappy shawl here. Woo! There we go. How's that? I look like a granny, but that's cool. So it would help promote the show, get more people to watch. The more people that watch, the more giveaways we can have, the better prizes we can have. So if you would just go to iTunes, leave me a review, I would love you to death, or to an inch of your life. I love you long time. So that's about it. I look forward to talking to you next Monday. I hope I actually have more to show than a shawl and some bunny slippers. But I finished 2 things. That's pretty good. I worked hard. So yeah, well, you might just get a Hexapuff next week. So I hope to see you next week, and happy crafting!